From a packed house here at West Prairie High School, we are live here tonight for tonight's Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup between the West Prairie Boys Basketball Mustangs and the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Hello everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel as we send over to Brett Anderson to announce our starting lineups here at West Prairie High School.
Starters. First, for Shippensburg, head coach Rick Lewis, assistant coaches Colin Taylor, Trevor O'Donnell, and Mark Smith. Here is the starting lineup for the Greyhounds. Starting at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13, Jesse Kelso. At forward, a 6'2 senior, number 15, Mason Vogelcenter. Starting at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 23, Jackson Scout. Starting at guard, a 5'10 junior, number 24, Ethan Miller. And starting at center, a 6'4 senior, number 31, Drew Chamberlain. The Greyhounds of Shippensburg. He's a 5'10 junior, number 21, Michael Weaver. Starting at forward, he's 6'2, he's a junior, number 22, Brandon Keever. And starting at forward, he's 6'4, he's a sophomore, number 25, Caden Kriegel. Your Westbury Mustangs.
Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup here at West Prairie High School, the Mustangs and the Greyhounds. West Prairie comes to this game 2-10 overall, 0-6 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The West Prairie Mustangs coming off a very tough loss this past Friday at home against James Buchanan. Final score of 65-49. for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. They are heading into this game 1-9 overall. It's been a rough season so far for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. They are 1-5 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Shippensburg coming after a tough loss against Waynesboro at home this past Friday. Final score was 58-49. West Prairie, ever since they moved to the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, the Mustangs have been 0-6. Have gone 0-6 against Shippensburg in the last 3 seasons. For Shippensburg, they only have one returning starter here tonight, and that will be Jackson Stout. So they're missing a lot of starters due to graduation, and one with a transfer, one starter transferring, and you might have a bad season. That's the case for the Shippensburg Greyhounds here tonight. For the Mustangs, they're looking to do something they haven't done in a while, and that is to beat the Shippensburg Greyhounds. They are also looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Could be in for a wild ride here tonight at West Prairie High School. A big house here. It is pouring down rain. It has been all day long. It's expected to continue tomorrow morning. I'm expecting at least 2 inches of rain from this morning until tomorrow morning. But nonetheless, a big crowd here. A lot of Shippensburg fans making a trip here. And this ball is poked free. Her starting 5 from both teams. West from our progress officer Brent Anderson. And there's the first 2 points of the game. And it's good for Shippensburg's number 24, Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller getting the first 2 points of the game. And Shippensburg on top 2-0. Shippensburg has 1 win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division so far. That was against James Buchanan. And it was also their only win so far. It was at James Buchanan last week by a score of 60-48. This is the Shippensburg team that used to be really good in the Mid-Penn Conference, not just in the division, but the entire conference in general. Just a couple years ago, they went to the Mid-Penn Conference Championship game, and 2 years ago, they went to the state quarterfinals in Class 5A. So this could be a really good opportunity here for the Mustangs to try to get a win. I remember talking to West Prairie head coach Tom Smee earlier this season. He told me that West Prairie has a really good chance of beating Shippensburg this year. And Ken Kriebel first free throw is no good. First foul of the game was on Shippensburg's Mason Fogelsanger. And Kriebel's second free throw rolls in. For Ken Kriebel, that is his first made free throw this season. It was so now 1-2 is Ken Kriebel for the free throw line here today. And now here come the Mustangs. This is Casey Such. Keep a close eye on him because Casey Such has been having a phenomenal freshman season so far. And a jump ball is called, but Such now playing towards the Mustangs. Shippensburg's head coach resigned 2 years ago after going to the state quarterfinals. For reasons unknown, and now Casey Such gets West Prairie the lead with 2 points. Keep an eye on number 2 for the West Prairie Mustangs. Casey Such leading the team in all categories, and right there to take the lead right back is Jackson Stout. And back and forth we go. Jackson Stout, a 32% shooter from 3-point range, paying 23 out of 71. Casey Such also the best free throw shooter on the team, a 60% free throw shooter. And there is Brandon McKeever shooting free. We told you we could be in for a wild ride here tonight. That was the case in our game last Friday against James Buchanan for the Mustangs. It was back and forth all game long until the fourth quarter where James Buchanan took advantage of some poor officiating in that game. And James Buchanan was able to roll away with it. Here's 2 more points for Jackson Stout as we are knotted up at 6. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. McKeever laced one up, and the deflection no good, and rebounded by Drew Chamberlain. Drew Chamberlain, a good rebounder for the Greyhounds. Here is Chamberlain now shooting free from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, and no charge is called. Instead, Shippensburg lays one back and lays one up here off the offensive rebound, and Drew Chamberlain gives Shippensburg the lead right back. In this game here tonight, this could be one of those games of who is going to crack first. You crack first, you're in trouble. And here's Michael Weaver from three-point land. Michael Weaver is a three-point specialist from the corner. And now here's the layup, a foul, doesn't go in, but 2 free throws coming up for the Greyhounds, specifically number 15, Mason Falcosanger. Casey Such picks up the foul. And now Mason Falcosanger shooting 2. And the first one is no good. Substitution coming in now for the Greyhounds as Jaden Hines is coming in for the Greyhounds. And second free throw for Falcosanger is good. I am sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, that for the first time all season, that our broadcast here tonight is not exclusive. I'll talk more about that in just a minute as this ball is taken away by Hines, and layup is no good. Here come the Mustangs again. Kane Crable having trouble with it. Kane Crable got to go over to Michael Weaver. Finds Brandon McKeever, perimeter free, and back-to-back for McKeever. Brandon McKeever, a good three-point shooter here tonight. He is now 2 for 2 from three-point range on a perimeter. For McKeever, he's only had 3 heading into this season, heading into this game. He has 2 already tonight. And there's a turnover there on the Greyhounds. Mustangs tied at 9 with the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Coming up next in 2.5 minutes, we'll have our trivia question of the game. And here's Casey Such or to Michael Weaver. No doubt that Shippensburg is going to be keeping a close eye on Michael Weaver from the corner. And here comes the foul. And it's not a shooting foul, so West Prairie will have possession. Foul is on Jesse Kelso. Great pass and shoot, and that actually gets deflected. Stay with the Mustangs. Mason Sound was looking for Michael Weaver. Mustangs with good ball control. That was key for West Prairie in the game last Friday against James Buchanan. And here's Casey Such, perimeter shot, no good that time for Such. And it's rebounded by Jackson Stout. And a tough charge, and it was never caught. Mason Stout, and straight away here for Michael Weaver. Weaver shoots it up, and there's a late foul called. And it's going to be Michael Weaver shooting 2. First foul on Jackson Stout for the Greyhounds. And Michael Weaver, first free throw is no good. Substitution coming in for the Mustangs as Hayden Fleischer is coming in for the West Prairie Mustangs. Second free throw is good for Weaver. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We have a good one. Back and forth game we go. Hasn't been a whole lot of defense in this game so far in the first 8 minutes. Here's the, oh, beauty. Nice shot for Jesse Kelso. The Greyhounds retake the lead. 80 seconds to go. That pass too high for Mason Stano, and there's a half-court violation. West Prairie is averaging 34 points a game. So far, their best quarter that they have had good action in is the second quarter. They have more points in the second quarter than any other quarter for the West Prairie Mustangs so far this season. And here's a three-point shot in and out for Kelso, and offensive rebound, and that will go in for Fogelsonger. Final minute here of the first quarter. And nice pass around here, and I believe that ball was tipped. It was, so we'll stay with the Mustangs. A long pass, and that was deflected, but not hung on well there by Jackson Stout. And the Mustangs will hang on. Here is Brandon McKeever over to Such. Such going to the far corner. Michael Weaver, three-point shot, no good that time. Rebounded by Drew Chamberlain. And here's a three-point shot, and that is good for Chamberlain. Shippensburg up to their largest lead of the game so far, 6 points. Here's Michael Weaver, and there's got to be a timeout called. Interesting here, a timeout call at 8.3 seconds left to go. And it's a 30-second timeout here for the Mustangs. No doubt that head coach Tom Smee for West Perry is looking to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first quarter. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for basketball? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. This week is also PIAA Officials Appreciation Week. Without our officials here, we would not have a game here tonight. So I'll thank our officials here and everywhere for doing what they do. So here we go. After West Prairie timeout, Mason Stanley, a deep three-point shot, almost went in, and a Hail Mary shot, and just short. Wow, that was closer than a lot of people thought. But it reaches the end of the first quarter, and the Shippensburg Greyhounds up 16-10. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department. Or excuse me, not exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. We'll be back in a minute for the start of the second quarter. We'll talk in a minute about why we're not exclusive here today. Back here for the start of the second quarter. Here's our West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game. When was the last time West Prairie Boys Basketball defeated the Shippensburg Greyhounds? When was the last time West Prairie Boys Basketball defeated Shippensburg? We'll have that answer for you coming up at halftime. So we are not exclusive tonight for the first time this season because we have Shippensburg's broadcasting team here. The Mid-Penn Broadcasting is here. And you can catch their stream live somewhere. I forget where they told me where. I know it's not on YouTube. but I believe that you have to pay to watch their broadcast, and we don't do that here at West Prairie. We like to keep it free for everybody to watch. We thank you for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. Big Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Shippensburg with only one win so far. West Prairie with 2 wins. This is the second straight game where West Prairie has faced a 1-win team. Now James Buchanan with 2 wins. And Shippensburg's looking for their second win. This could be a good one for the Mustangs, but so far it's going very well for Drew Chamberlain and the Shippensburg Greyhounds as Drew Chamberlain lays one up for 2. Drew Chamberlain already with 7 points. And this ball is stripped away by Jackson Stout. And Stout looking for somebody on the court. He finds Drew Chamberlain. Chamberlain a long pass over to Jesse Kelso. Here's the shot. Shot will not count because it is a travel. Travel called on Jesse Kelso. Just getting started here in the second quarter. Big crowd here tonight despite the heavy rain that we have seen all day today pretty much, and the rain will not stop until tomorrow morning according to our friends over at the EBC 27 Weather Center. And this ball is poked free from Jackson Bauer, and Shippensburg comes up with it. And there is another walk travel. Another travel called. Jackson Stout called on the walk again. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, again? High and easy lane to the basket. I get called on the walk again. Yeah, you don't see that call too many times, right? You go to the basket and it's like, yeah, you can take a few steps, but rarely you get a travel call on that. And here is a 3-point shot, no good this time for McKeever. McKeever now 2 for 3. He already had 3 3-pointers heading into this game. And now here is Mason Fogelsong for 2 more. Shippensburg Greyhounds rolling here to start the second quarter. And here's Mason Sano. Sano could have taken a shot right there. And now here's Michael Weaver. Good passing around here for the Mustangs. And last pass intercepted by Drew Chamberlain. Drew Chamberlain, returning starter. The only returning starter for Shippensburg in this game. And there's another walk. That is 3 straight travels called on the Greyhounds. Here to Brandon McKeever, over to Mason Sandel, all the way over to Jackson Bauer. Or excuse me, that's Hayden Frazier. And there's Michael Wafer to Sano. Sano finding Frazier. Frazier with an open lane, and he'll get his first 2 points of the game. And now the West Prairie Mustangs making noise on the bench, and here's a 3-point shot. No good this time for Kelso, and rebounded by McKeever. Here's McKeever, and good pass around here again, and a fake pass there by McKeever, outfoling Fogelsonger. And here's Casey Such from the corner, and just short, and it doesn't go over, and probably did just by a hair. Shippensburg coach Rick Lewis was calling for it, and he gets the call. So, consider out of bounds. So we are very quickly almost halfway through the second quarter. Earlier today in the junior varsity game, the Shippensburg Greyhounds rolled to a 52-32 victory over the Mustangs. But West Prairie had a 3-point half-court shot at the buzzer beater at the end of the game. So that probably gave West Prairie some momentum, but so it did Shippensburg as Fogelsong sinks in another. Back to a 10-point game. Pass deflected, hung on there by Fleischer. There is King Kriebel, and Kriebel shot no good and still live, and this is going to be a timeout called by Shippensburg. Nice job there for Rick Lewis. When he saw Jackson Stout and Ethan Miller going after the ball and hung on to it. One of them did, and Rick Lewis, the Shippensburg head coach, calling a timeout. Is a full timeout here for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. We'll take a quick break and catch our breath a little bit. Shippensburg leads 22-12 with 3:37 to go in the first half. Correction, that was actually a 3-second timeout. 30-second timeout here for the Greyhounds. Good ball control, good call, good timing there for Shippensburg head coach Rick Lewis, now in his second season as the head coach. And Tom Spee, the head coach for the Mustangs, with assistant coach Devin Whitfield. You gotta be wondering what the message is. 10-point lead here for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds with the ball. Here's a high pass and too tall and a shot no good. And Fogelsong is rejected and now this ball stripped away right away and a shot no good. Fogelsonger missing a couple easy ones and now West Perry's coming back. Here's Casey Such. Such finding McKeever. Here's Mason Sano for free, no good. And out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. Caught up in less than 40 minutes, we'll have our West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. We'll have first half stats for both teams and what's coming up next. A very short week for West Prairie Broadcasting this week. It's still 5 days, but only 2 games, well, technically 3 games. We have West Prairie Bocce Ball earlier today. We'll talk about that in a minute. And now here's a clear lane and a good shot there for Jaden Hines. Hines getting his first 2 points in the game. Now the lead extends to 12 points. Doubling up on the score are the Shippensburg Greyhounds. And here's McKeever. West Prairie hasn't been able to get anything offensively as of late here in the first half. And a shot, no good, rebounded by Drew Chamberlain. West Prairie bench making noise for the defense as we are now 2 minutes away from halftime. Get pass around, Drew Chamberlain, straightaway free, got it. Chamberlain with his second three-pointer. He now has 10 points in the first half. Here's Mason Sano. Sano finding King Kriebel, and Kriebel unable to hang on and taken away by Chamberlain. Chamberlain is having himself a good game, 10 points, getting the steals and the rebounds. He's been doing it all so far for the Greyhounds. 3-point shot from the corner, no good for Jesse Kelso. Now a substitution being made here for West Prairie as Hayden Fleischer comes back in. The Mustangs still looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division this season. Here's a 3-point shot for Such, no good, and rebounded by who else? Drew Chamberlain. Final minute here of the first half. And here's the open lane to the basket and 2 more points for Mason Fogelsonger. Fogelsonger now with 9 points. We're now in the final minute. Very quick first half here at West Perry. And rarely any fouls here. None, so only 1 foul so far for West Perry. And there's a 3-point shot for Michael Weaver. A perimeter shot for Michael Weaver. And now the Mustangs take a timeout. And it's a full timeout here for the Mustangs. It is 29-15 with 33.3 seconds to go. We'll take a quick break. 33 seconds to go, and Shippensburg's up by 14. Back here after a Westbury timeout. Full timeout, 33.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel for this Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup, West Prairie versus Shippensburg. The second closest rival for West Prairie in this division, the closest being Big Spring. And now there's a walk called on the Greyhounds on Jesse Kelso. Mustangs down by 14. Mustangs trying to get right back in it here as Casey Such being heavily guarded by Fogelsonger. Flying Fisher. And now a look for Mason Sandel from the corner. 3-point shot, no good. And this ball poked free. Fisher trying to get back into it. Whole run ball, and that is going to be 2 points for Fogelsonger. Now at the buzzer. And Shippensburg will take a 16-point lead at the half. 31-15 for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Rolling in the first half. We'll be back in less than a minute for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. You are watching West Prairie basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back in less than a minute for the halftime report here at West Prairie High School. And we are back here for the West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. As you can see on the bar on your screen, 31-15 for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. West Prairie was back and forth in the first quarter with the Greyhounds. They were down by 6 at the first quarter, and then the Greyhounds outscoring the Mustangs 15-5 in the second quarter, thus a 16-point lead for the Shippensburg Greyhounds at the half. Here is our first half stats for both teams. First for the West Prairie Mustangs, 1 point for Caden Kriebel, making his first free throw successfully made this season. Ham Frazier and Casey Such each have 2 points. 4 points for Michael Weaver, and Brandon McKeever at the first half with 6 points. He had 2 3-point shots successfully made in the first quarter. For the Shippensburg Greyhounds, a lot of stats here for Shippensburg. 2 points each for Jaden Hines, Jesse Kelso, and Ethan Miller. 4 points for Jackson Stout. 10 points for Drew Chamberlain and Mason Fogelsonger, leading the Shippensburg Greyhounds with 11 points. He had 8 in the second quarter. Big second quarter for Shippensburg's Mason Fogelsonger. Well, not only does the West Prairie Boys Basketball Mustangs have competition, but the Golden Pipes has competition here tonight as well, because we have the Shippensburg Broadcasting team from Mid-Penn Broadcasting here with us tonight at West Perry High School. They are broadcasting this game as well, or on a site that I think it's a fan page site that Shippensburg is using. And I believe you have to pay to watch it, but that's not how we roll here at West Perry High School. We want to get the games out there, and you want the golden pipes and all the action going on any sort of playing surface like a field or a court, a baseball diamond, softball diamond, basketball court, wrestling mat. They like to keep it free here at West Prairie High School. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. So for the first time this season, in the winter sports season, I have competition tonight too. If only there was a mid-pen championship for best broadcasting team. Wouldn't that be something? I would probably win that too. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Well, earlier today, we had West Prairie Bocce Ball back in action at home for just the second time this season. It was also the second competition for West Prairie Bocce Ball team this season. Earlier today, the West Prairie Bocce Ball team hosting the Halifax Wildcats in the Mid-Penn Conference Liberty Division matchup as the West Prairie Mustangs, for the first time in the history of the program in their second season, the West Prairie Mustangs are 0-2 to start the year. Only 6 games for West Prairie on the schedule this season. And next time West Prairie Bocce Ball will be in action will be on Thursday, January 18th, when they hit the road to take on the Chuniana Indians at Chuniana Elementary School. That'll be on Thursday, January 18th, but the West Prairie Mustangs having a tough loss here today earlier against the Halifax Wildcats. Halifax took game 1 by a score of 5-3. Then the Mustangs were able to tie it up in the last frame of game 2 with a 4-3 victory in game 2. Then it came down to the golden frame in game 3, where the Halifax Wildcats had a spectacular shot to win against West Prairie Mustangs. Halifax now 2-0, and West Prairie Bocce Ball team is 0-2. West Prairie back in action next Thursday at Juniana for a 4 o'clock matchup. And Halifax will be back in action on Thursday, January 25th, when they go to Susquehanna at 3:15. And we obviously have this tonight, West Prairie boys basketball against Shippensburg. And we only have one more broadcast this week, and this is the case for the next couple of weeks, in fact, because this week we don't have a bocce ball game here next week, but our next broadcast is our last broadcast of the week, as we will be back here on Friday for a West Prairie boys basketball matchup, ending a 3-game homestand for West Prairie, as West Prairie will host the Waynesboro Indians on Friday night at 7 o'clock. That will be West Prairie's next game, and it's our next and final broadcast of the week. Shippensburg will be back in action at home on Friday as well. The Shippensburg Greyhounds will take on their local rival, the Big Spring Bulldogs. That's always a fun matchup. Big Spring is looking for a season sweep over the Shippensburg Greyhounds. I mean, earlier this season, the Shippensburg Greyhounds lost to Big Spring for the first time since 2015. So Shippensburg is definitely going to be looking for some revenge this Friday night against the Big Spring Bulldogs. But it's been all Shippensburg for the most part here in the first half, as Shippensburg now a whole lot to talk about apparently, as the Shippensburg Greyhounds are already coming back out on the court. West Prairie taking a little bit more time to talk during the halftime locker room. You gotta be wondering what's going through the mind of the West Prairie Mustangs and their head coach, Tom Smee. And here's our answer to our West Prairie Athletic Party trivia question of the game. When was the last time West Prairie boys basketball defeated the Shippensburg Greyhounds? That was back, you have to go back a little bit. It was back on December 15th, 2009. I was a freshman, I was a sophomore when that happened here at West Prairie. And it was at Shippensburg. The Mustangs dominated to a 69-36 victory in a non-conference matchup. That was when West Prairie boys basketball was in the Capital Division. Shippensburg was still in the Colonial Division at the time as well. Man, I was a sophomore last time West Prairie boys basketball beat Shippensburg. So, yeah, it has been, if I'm doing the math here, it's been 15 years since the West Prairie Mustangs defeated Shippensburg Greyhounds. Can the Mustangs get it done tonight? Down by 16 at the half. We'll find out in about 7 minutes as this will wrap up our West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. And so we'll be back in about 7 minutes for the start of the second half. You are watching West Prairie boys basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds exclusively on the not exclusively. I keep forgetting I have competition here tonight with the Mid-Penn Broadcasting. You are watching West Prairie boys basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than 7 minutes for the start of the second half. Shippensburg up by 16. And we are back here getting set for the second half here at West Prairie High School. The Shippensburg Greyhounds up by 16 at the half over the West Prairie Mustangs. I want to take a moment here to acknowledge our assistant coach here at West Prairie because earlier today, like at West Prairie High School on their Facebook page and Twitter page and all that, they have a staff spotlight of the week. And today, this week, the staff spotlight for West Prairie was Mr. Devin Whitfield. And here is what West Prairie High School had to say about Mr. Devin Whitfield on their Facebook page. And I quote, "This week's staff spotlight will be focusing on another West Prairie graduate, Mr. Whitfield. Prior to teaching, he initially just wanted to coach basketball, but realized how much he loves being able to help students beyond just sports, so he translated it into a full-time position. Currently, he teaches literature, journalism, and intro to film. His favorite time of the school year is January, not only because of the basketball season, but he typically starts reading his favorite text to teach, Fahrenheit 451. Outside of teaching In basketball, he enjoys watching movies and listening to music. An interesting fact about him is he used to work at Bath and Body Works in Camp Hill because he was so desperate for a job. However, he ended up enjoying his time working there. Thank you for all you do, Mr. Whitfield, end quote. Yeah, great guy, Mr. Whitfield. I believe he actually graduated with me. Well, not with me. He graduated when I was in school here in West Prairie, I believe. Uh, when I was a sophomore, I think. Uh, yeah, like I don't think I was a freshman when he graduated. He's about 2 or 3 years older than me. So, uh, yeah, Mr. Whitfield, great guy. He also runs the West Prairie Whip, the student newspaper here, and just a couple weeks ago, I don't think he posted it online yet on the Whip website, but a student on the football team wrote an article about me as the Golden Pies of West Prairie Athletics. A great article, really good written down here, well written article by a West Prairie student, and he interviewed me and gave us some good answers, some good moments about my broadcasting career here at West Prairie. Dylan Gutshaw was the name of the student. My brain fussed up a little bit on who wrote it. Yeah, Mr. Dylan Gutshaw, a great football player here, a great kid here at West Prairie. He's a senior, and he wrote a really good article about me. You can check that out. Look up on Google The Whip. WHIP, The Whip. That's a student newspaper here. I don't think he posted the article online, but I got a hard copy of it. It's really well done. So thank you, Mr. Devin Gajal, and thank you, Mr. Devin Whitfield, for doing all that you do. The assistant coach for West Prairie Boys Basketball. He's also the head junior varsity coach here at West Prairie. He used to coach at Big Spring, too, and that's another fun fact about Mr. Devin Whitfield. He used to coach, used to be assistant coach a couple years ago over at Big Spring. So here we go with the start of the third quarter. And here we go. The West Prairie Mustangs getting the ball first, and we are underway here at West Prairie High School for the start of the second half. Never wondered what was going through the mind. We saw Mr. Devin Whitfield earlier along with some of the West Prairie boys during the West Prairie bocce game here. Shot there for Michael Weaver is no good. And Michael Weaver trying to mix it up a little bit for the three-point shot. He's used to shooting from the corner, but decided to go over the perimeter this time. Offensive rebound, and Mason Fogelsonger now has 13 points. West Prairie Mustangs passing around here again. This was key for the Mustangs, but the thing here for the Mustangs is that they've been getting their shots, but they're not going in. And now you got the Friday the 13th hoop here for West Prairie. Michael Weaver straight away three-pointer. No Friday the 13th magic there as Michael Weaver gets his second three-point shot of the game. Michael Weaver now with 7 points. Here a three-point shot again, right back, no good. Offensive rebound, and taken by Drew Chamberlain. Three-point perimeter shot off the glass, no good. Another offensive rebound for Drew Chamberlain. I believe he might be the tallest guy on the Shippensburg team. And here's 2 more points for Fogelsonger. Nice job for keeping it in for McKeever. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Mid-Pack Colonial Division matchup. Shippensburg looking for their second win on the year. West Prairie looking for their third. And here's a high shot, and that will roll in for Casey Sedge. That is Casey's first 2 points since the first quarter. Dutch now with 4. And now wide open look for 3 and money for Jesse Kelso. Jesse Kelso, his first 3-pointer. His first 2 points since the first quarter as well. He now has 5. Wide open look, fake pass there, and 2 points for Brandon McKeever. Now pass deflected by Crebo and taken by Mason Sano. Open lane here for McKeever. A shot and a foul. Nice job for Brandon McKeever to stick with it. And he has a chance to have a 3-point play. That's the first foul on. Wait. No. Oh, here we go. First foul on Drew Chamberlain. And the end one is no good for McKeever. Third quarter flying along here. And for Shippensburg, that's only the 4th personal foul on the Greyhounds. 4 players with 1 foul. And 3-point shot, no good. And rebounded by Jackson Stout. And there's another 3-point shot, and good for Kelso. Kelso going back-to-back with 3-point range. We're now halfway through the 3rd quarter already. This game has been going flying by. Bad pass, intercepted easily. Breakaway, a layup that doesn't go in. But Ethan Miller is going to go to the free throw line shooting 2. First foul on Mason Sando. And first free throw is good for Miller. Substitution coming in as Hayden Frazier comes in for the West Perry Mustangs. West Perry, that was only the 2nd foul that West Perry has committed. And second free throw is also good. A quick transition here. Nice job for Shippensburg to bounce back with it. And a 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Jaden Hines. Nice high pass. And a whistle blown. And there's going to be a foul on the Mustangs. Foul on Hayden Frazier, his first. Only the team's 3rd of the game. So far, it's been a fairly clean game for both teams. And now wide open lane and too easy for Jackson Stout. Stout getting his first 2 points since the first quarter. And Stout now with 6 points. West Perry with 2 wins on the season. They start the season with a big win on the road at Topahawken. And now there's Michael Weaver from the 3-point corner. And the foul here. 2:55 to go. And it's not a shooting foul. And substitution coming in. The foul was on Michael Weaver, his first, team's 4th, team's 3rd of the 3rd quarter. And now a tough shot and bounces in, out, and back in. Beautifully done for Jackson Stout. Back to a 20-point game. If Shippensburg can get out by 30, then the mercy rule will be on. But Mustangs hang in there. And there's got to be a foul. Shot will not count, obviously. But it's a foul. Fouls on Mason Fogelsong are his 2nd. Fouls are going to the bench. He's the only player on both teams with 2 personal fouls. There's another foul coming. I believe this is going to be a shooting foul, and it will be. And Brady McKeever is going to the line shooting 2. And that's the second foul on Jesse Kelso. And first free throw McKeever is good. Second free throw also good for McKeever. Right here for Ian Osterman, who just came in for the first time for Shippensburg today. And there's going to be a travel call on Jaden Hines. Jaden Hines had a clear lane, but one step too many. As now Casey Such coming in for Caden Kriebel. Nice job for McKeever to find Fraser. Had a good run there, at least it looked like for a second. And there's, a tough shot, and that will go in for Jackson Bauer. Bauer just coming in for the first time in this game, and he gets 2 points. And now there's a turnover, a walk called on Osterman. That's played down by 16. But the Mustangs are trying to hang in there back in for a third quarter here at West Perry High School. And there's a shot, and it will stay with the Mustangs. Shippensburg fans were looking for a travel call on McKeever, but not to be. Quick pass and shoot, and Such is going for free. Mustangs are trying to get back into this game, and now they're on a little bit of a run here. There's some costly turnovers, but not full that time, as Fogasar gets 2 more, and now West Prairie calls a timeout. Back to a 15-point lead for the Greyhounds. Mason Fogasar, despite having 2 personal fouls, he is crushing it. 17 points for Mason Fogasar. With a minute and 11 seconds to go, it's a full timeout for West Perry. We'll take a quick break. But Shippensburg up by 15. The Shippensburg Greyhounds were up by as much as 22. And now the West Prairie Mustangs with a little bit of a run here. 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. 2 for Michael Weaver and 1 just now by Casey Such. As the Mustangs will have the ball. West Prairie trying to make a game out of this heading into the fourth quarter. And that pass deflected back. Osterman touched it, and it will be, he almost had a hold of it too, but just goes out of bounds. And now Shippensburg blowing up on the full court pressure defense. As we are now in the final minute of the third quarter, and McKeever unable to hang on. And here come the Greyhounds. Wide open look for Osterman for 3. Line drive, no good. And now a foul is called. No, jump ball actually. Jump ball and it'll remain Shippensburg possession. Substitution coming in now for the Greyhounds as Jesse Kelso coming back in. Pass and shoot, no, a quick pass back. And now that time for Fogasar is batted down by Brayden McKeever. West Perry has time for one shot here in the third quarter. Wait for Casey Sedge passing back and forth. The Greyhounds playing full court pressure. McKeever for free, no good. Rebounded by Fogelsonger. And now we're going to have a foul here with 11.8 seconds to go. Foul is on West Perry, specifically for Hayden Frazier, his second. Team's fourth of the third quarter. And now Shippensburg with a quick transition. Layup is no good. 5.3 seconds to go. Shippensburg still with the ball. Foul was on Jackson Bauer for his first. And that's the team's fifth. And it will result in 2 free throws coming up for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Even though it's not a shooting foul, anytime a team has 5 fouls in any quarter, is 2 free throws for the other team who draws the foul. So it will be Jackson Stout going to the free throw line for the first time today. And Stout first free throw rolls around and rolls in for Stout. Got a substitution coming. Ken Grable and Casey Such coming in. So Westbury about to do what I think they're about to do. And second shot, no good. And ball is deflected, and it will stay with the Mustangs with 3 seconds to go. And now a home run ball. And this there's a half-court shot, and just short, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. West Perry was looking for a home run ball for the second straight game. But it doesn't work that time. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Shippensburg up by 16 with 8 minutes to go here in regulation. You are watching West Perry boys basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than a minute for the start of the fourth quarter. Shippensburg up by 16. A very even third quarter. Each team with 19 points in the third quarter. Very high scoring third quarter for both teams, but the Mustangs still down by 16, heading into the final 8 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. As here we go for the final 8 minutes of regulation. The Mustangs are not going to go down without a fight. They are still well within reach. And now Casey Such is called on to travel. There were more fouls in the third quarter than combined fouls in the first half. And now this ball is stripped away. Mason Sano trying to go up the pressure. And now a 3-point shot, and just short for Casey Such. Rebounded by Drew Chamberlain. And good pass around here again for the Greyhounds. And foul back going for Free and St. Goes down the middle here for Fogelsonger. And ball is all rejected. Here's Casey Such, lays one up, rejected again. And now wide open look for Fogelsonger, and he lays one up, and it doesn't go in. Offensive rebound, it still doesn't go in. A third attempt, and there's the draw, and the ball goes in. Incredible effort for Mason Fogelsonger, getting 2 points, and has a chance for a 3-point play. Mason Fogelsonger 1 for 2 from the free throw line here today. As Jackson Bauer comes in now for the Mustangs. And yeah, Wyan bounces up, and it doesn't go in. But offensive rebound here for the Greyhounds, and this pass out of reach of Ethan Miller. And it'll be West Prairie ball. That's one thing that West Prairie has really struggled with this season, getting the defensive rebounds. There's no denying that West Prairie doesn't have the size that most of the teams they face have. Like Shippensburg, they have some tall dudes on this team for Shippensburg, but there's no doubt that West Prairie has a lot of fight in them, doing everything they can. And really, when you have a team like this, that's all you can really ask for. Is amazing to watch for West Prairie boys basketball. Their best win so far, out of 2 wins, was the Perry County semifinal, where they dominated the Susquehanna Blackhawks in that matchup. Not a very big, tall team of West Prairie Mustangs, but their heart, their fight is what makes them special. And now here is Casey Seitz. Outflowing one shot, but getting rejected in the other by Jesse Kelso. And now there is an offensive foul. Ethan Miller caught on the charge. Now this ball is poked free, and it will stay. It will go to the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Fogelsonger had a hand on it, but so did Brandon McKeever. So it will be Shippensburg ball. And now this ball deflected out by Jackson Bauer, trying to get away from Jaden Hines. And out of bounds again. And now 3-point shot, and that is good for Jesse Kelso. His third 3-pointer of the game. Jesse Kelso now with 11 points. That is 3 Shippensburg Greyhounds in double digits in scoring. And a holding foul is going to be called on Shippensburg. Foul is on Jaden Hines. His third, team's fourth of the fourth quarter. And McKeever trying to get one up, and it will stay with the Mustangs. Some Shippensburg fans looking for a travel, not called. Kick ball, it will stay with the Mustangs. And here's McKeever over to Casey Sudge. And Sudge, 3-point shot rejected, but he gets it back, however. Now Mason Sano. And Sano looking for a dribble pass, and Casey Sudge able to hang on. That was almost a breakaway for Jackson Stout. Good pass around here, but good defense for Stout. And now this pass deflected and kept by the Greyhounds. And wide open look, layup on alley-oop, and there is 2 points for Jackson Stout. Even though it wasn't a slam dunk, it still counts as an alley-oop pretty much. Greyhounds up by 23, their largest lead of the game. And right there is Casey Such to get 2 more. Three-point shot, and that is good for Kelso. His 4th three-pointer of the game, and the Greyhounds have 60 points. And there's a shot deflected, rejected. Bray McKeever buckles up out to the West Prairie bench, and he'll stay with the Mustangs. 4 fouls on the Greyhounds here in the 4th quarter. 1 more will result in 2 more free throws for the Mustangs. Thanks to Sano, over to Michael Weaver, back to Sano. Sano going down middle, looking for Fleischer, and no good. Or excuse me, that was Jackson Bauer. And layup, and 2 more points for Fagelsager. Big lead here for the Greyhounds. They are looking for their first Mercy Rule victory of the year, and only their 2nd for the Greyhounds this season. A couple weeks ago, the Shippensburg Greyhounds beat the James Buchanan Rockets at James Buchanan. And now 3-point shot, no good, and out of bounds, Greyhound ball. Substitution coming in now for Shippensburg as Landon Feather is coming in for the first time in this game, coming in for Drew Chamberlain. Chamberlain has been kept quiet here in the 2nd half. He scored 10 points in the 1st half. Good pass around, 3-point straightaway, just short there for Stout. And now here is Feather. Feather going over to Brady Morris, who just came in for the first time, and trying to keep it in was Jesse Kelso. Kelso having himself a game. 14 points, 4 3-pointers for Shippensburg's Jesse Kelso. Amazing 2nd half for number 13 of Shippensburg. And here's a layup, and there draws the foul, and McKeever has a chance for a 3-point play. McKeever having himself a good game. McKeever going for the end one. And he's got it. McKeever now with 15 points. But less than 3 minutes to go here in the game. Come up in less than 3 minutes. We'll have our West Prairie Athletic post-game report. And there's a shot and the foul. And Jackson Stout has a chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Jackson Bauer for his 2nd. 5 personal fouls on the Greyhounds in the 4th quarter. Any more will result in free throws for the Mustangs. Yeah, 1 is good. Shippensburg up by 26. And here is Michael Weaver, his shot, wide open shot, no good. Rebounded by Fagelsager. Coming up in 2.5 minutes, we'll have our West Prairie Athletic post-game report. Final stats for both teams. Our West Prairie Athletic player of the game and updated records and so much more, as there's 2 more points for Landon Feather. As Feather getting his first 2 points of the game. Now a 28-point lead. And here's a layup, and there's shot is good. No foul was called by McKeever, keeping it going for the Mustangs. And now West Prairie calls a timeout. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in this game. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution come up here for the Mustangs, as T.J. Hoffman is about to come in for the West Prairie Mustangs. T.J. Hoffman, a senior for the Mustangs, only played in 4 games before tonight. And it looks like T.J. Hoffman is going to get on here. T.J. Hoffman will be looking for his first points, perhaps this season. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is also the first time that T.J. Hoffman has performed here at home. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. So here we go. Final 2 minutes of the game here. Our post-game wrap-up coming up shortly. And here's 2 points for Ian Osterman, getting his first 2 points. Back to a 28-point lead. Here's Fleischer. Fleischer going over to Tyler Sokolowski, who also come in for the Mustangs. And layup for the mercy rule, and there it is. Cody Chetta makes it a 30-point game, and the mercy rule is on. An entirely new squad for both teams. 3-point shot here for Brandon Drumheller. Brandon Drumheller getting a 3-pointer. Timeout, whistle blown here as now more substitutions coming in as Andre Lockhart is coming in, as well as Noah Cornett for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Some of the younger fellows coming in the varsity game. A big 3 points for Brandon Drumheller. For Brandon Drumheller, that's his first 3 points of the season. We are now in the final minute. Brandon Drumheller, his first shot attempt was successfully made. Here's a high shot, no good. Rebound by Landon Feather. And over here now to Lockhart. Andre Lockhart coming up now for the Greyhounds. And a shot, layup, and did that go in? No, that clock doesn't stop. Well, actually it did stop now with 32 seconds to go. Foul was on Tyler Sokolowski. And quick pass and shoot, air ball there. And now a live ball, and here's another shot, and good for Cody Cello. Cody Cello would have 4 points since coming in. Now the Mustangs wanted to start the year 0-7 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, and a 3-point shot, no good that time for Drumheller. 5 seconds would tick off, and the Shippensburg Greyhounds get their 2nd win on the year. And the Mustangs drop another heartbreaker, 73-44 the final. We'll be right back in less than a minute for the West Prairie Athletic Department post-game report. The Shippensburg Greyhounds win 73-44, back in about 30 seconds. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Department post-game report. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, the Shippensburg Greyhounds winning 73-44, a 29-point game here for the Shippensburg Greyhounds, and it's their first Mercy Rule win of the year for the Shippensburg Greyhounds and just their second of the year as well. Here are some final game stats here for both teams. First for the West Prairie Mustangs, 1 point for King Krebo, going 1 for 2 for the free throw line in the first quarter. 2 points each for Jackson Bauer and Hayden Frazier. 3 points for Brandon Drumheller, getting his first 3 points of the season. The senior getting a 3-point shot successfully made in the fourth quarter. 9 points for Casey Such. 10 points for Michael Weaver. And leading the way for the West Prairie Mustangs, Michael Weaver with 17 points. He had 11 of those points in the second half. Last stats go over for Rick Lewis's Shippensburg Greyhounds. 2 points each for Ian Osterman, Jaden Hines, and Landon Feather. 4 points each for Cody Jella and Ethan Miller. 10 points for Drew Chamberlain, Jesse Kelso, and Jackson Stout, each with 14 points. And our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game with a whopping 21 points, Mr. Mason Fogelsonger for the Shippensburg Greyhounds, dominating from the opening whistle. Had a big second quarter with 8 points. He had 11 points in the first half and 10 more in the second half. 21 points for Mason Fogelsonger. He is our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game. Updated records for both teams. The West Prairie Mustangs now dropped to 2-11 overall, 0-7 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. West Prairie Mustangs will be back here at home on Friday, taking on the Waynesboro Indians for a 7 o'clock tip-off. For the Shippensburg Greyhounds, they now go to 2-9 on the year, now 2-5 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The Shippensburg Greyhounds will look to avenge a tough loss earlier this season when they return home on Friday to take on their local rival, the Big Spring Bulldogs, at 7:30 Friday night. Shippensburg hosting Big Spring Friday night. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel, we wrap up a very quick, short week here for West Prairie Broadcasting, as we'll be back here on Friday night for West Prairie boys basketball game against the Waynesboro Indians tip-off set for 7 o'clock Friday night. That is going to do it for us here at the West Prairie High School. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Christopher Casian, our superintendent, Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie boys basketball against the Shippensburg Greyhounds, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic, not exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, the Shippensburg Greyhounds win this one 73-44. Good night, everybody.